What are common king safety myths? Have you ever wondered what misconceptions surround king safety in chess? Let's break down some common myths that can lead to mistakes on the board. First, there is a belief that castling must always happen immediately. While it is generally a good idea to castle early, the timing can depend on the position of the pieces. If the center is locked or your opponent's pieces are not threatening your king, delaying castling can be a smart move. Premature castling might expose your king to weaknesses, especially if your pawn structure is unstable. Next, many players think that the pawns in front of a castled king should never move. This is not true. Sometimes, moving these pawns is necessary to counter threats or create counterplay. If you keep your pawn structure too rigid, it can become a target for your opponent. Always assess whether moving a pawn creates weaknesses or neutralizes an immediate danger. Another myth is that a castled king is always safe. While castling does improve king safety, it does not guarantee that your king is invulnerable. Your opponent can still target the castled king with piece pressure, pawn storms, or sacrifices. The key is to maintain good piece coordination to defend your king and avoid unnecessary pawn moves that could weaken your position. Some players believe that kings must stay on the back rank during endgames. In reality, kings should often centralize to support pawn promotion or restrict the opponent's king. A king stuck on the back rank can become passive, especially in pawnless endgames. Centralizing your king allows it to influence both sides of the board and respond to threats more effectively. Lastly, some players think that avoiding castling altogether is a valid strategy. This often backfires. An uncastled king in the center can become vulnerable to open-file attacks and tactical shots. Castling remains a fundamental safety measure unless specific positional factors justify not doing it. For beginners, time management is essential. Many players waste time on unnecessary king moves or over-defending a castled position. Focus on developing your pieces and controlling the center before prioritizing king safety. Take the time to evaluate threats. If your opponent's pieces are not poised to attack, delay defensive moves in favor of active play. Remember, king safety requires flexibility. Assess your pawn structures, piece activity, and your opponent's threats before deciding when and how to secure your king. Balance your defensive actions with proactive plans to avoid falling behind in development.